Hey, welcome back. Today's featured guitar tone is a custom jazz tone patch from 1972. The guitar player George Benson. This is from that era of 1972, and it's a custom jazz tone patch that I just created. It's very ambient. It's got subtle delays, a nice reverb, and a lot of jazz tones don't have it. I included it for that live tone. So if you ever want to play live jazz or impress your friends and have a nice clean tone, that concludes today's guitar tone patch. Alright, let's go ahead. We're going to be using a natural clean amp. So let's go ahead and get out of this tone because we're going to do reverse engineering. I can't play jazz to save my life, but I can fake it. As you just heard in the intro, you would think, whoa, Sugar Bear knows how to play some jazz. Sugar Bear does not know how to play jazz. Wait. Wait. Alright, let's go ahead and begin. So we're going to go ahead and pick a clean tone patch that we're going to write over. And we're going to do that right this second, instantly. Let's see, where is it? Here we go. So we're going to write over a clean tone. Here it is. Alright, I have my notes over here. So we're going to go by this really quickly. It's a very simple tone. There's no bells and whistles. But when I created it, I just fell in love with it. And I was looking for jazz backing tracks. I have a jazz backing track. I don't know if I already uploaded it yet. But if you want the jazz backing track that I played over, uploaded, where you guys can noodle around, let me know. I'll be happy to upload that jazz backing track. I may have already uploaded it, but I don't know. But if you like it, you want me to, I will upload it. Alright, let's go ahead and begin. I'm going to be using a natural clean amp. Many of you that have, real quick, I'm using the Boss eBAND JS-10, which has the Boss GT100 effects processor already built into it. Doesn't this look good? Alright, and what else? Oh yeah, any questions, comments, or feedback, leave them below. Any requests, leave them below. I think I've already said that. Subscribe to my channel, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because Tony, when you upload videos, bitch, you need to click that bell so that you know when the videos pop up. You'll be working, you'll be eating, you'll be at the movies, ding, ding. Oh, there goes Tony, he has a video up. You gotta stop what you're doing and you gotta watch what I'm doing. That's how it works, right? So my parameters, my unit will work with all your stomp boxes, effects pedals, rack mounts, all your computer-based effects, Line 6 Helix, Line 6 Pod, fractal audio, all the fractals, anything you have, my Boss eBAND will get you there and it'll make it sound really, really good. And lastly, you may see parameters on there that say 82, 48. If you don't have those numberings, don't worry about it. Look at my knob positioning as you would a clock. But Tony, we can't see the knobs. At the end of this video, I'm going to have little snapshots of my settings so that you can dial them into your rig, your setup, whatever, so you can emulate this. Alright, so no more talking. Tony, shut up. Look, I'm making up chords as I go. Oops. Alright, so here we go. So let's go ahead and begin with a natural clean amp. Everybody has one. So mine happens to be called Natural Clean, which is the Boss Roland amp that it's based off of. So any clean amp that you have in your amp modeling, that's what we want to get. We're going to go ahead and put the gain at 68. Tony, why do you have gain for a jazz tone patch? Bitch, don't ask me questions. I have the best tones on the internet. See how good that sounds already? Look. Also, these tones sound really good with the neck position. I was listening to a lot of George Benson recently, and the albums and the performances were from 1970, 71, 72. So I just called it Jazz 1972. You can call it whatever you want to. I just like the era, so I call it Jazz 1972. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so I have a natural clean amp. My gain is at 68. My effect level is at 48. All right. We're going to do before and afters. Alright, next in the chain we're going to go with the bass at 62. The middle I have it at 65. Again, don't worry about my settings. You'll have a snapshot at the end of the video. The treble I have it at 25. My treble. And the presence for this I have it at 0. And my off. The bright on my settings I have a bright, and my amp I have that at off. And then my T-comp, I have that on 0, so that's fine. I do have a limiter, so we have a limiter effect pedal. Look it up, I have a limiter, so we're going to be using the limiter. My threshold is at 40 on the limiter. The release on the limiter is at 40. The tone, this is going to be a really fast tone, or video. The tone on the limiter, I have it at 0. And the effect level on my limiter, I have it at 30. Okay? So my 30 happens to be at 10 o'clock. So I guess a lot of Jaws, a lot of Jaws, Peter Benchley, 1975, a lot of jazz players obviously play with the octaves. Eric Johnson does that a lot, so does Joe Bonamassa. They play with some octaves. So once you dial in this tone, it's just a perfect clean jazz tone. So go ahead and lock it in. And again, oh Tony, you have too much reverb, or Tony, you have enough this. Bitch, bitch, please don't try me, bitch. Girl, you sound so thirsty. My settings are fine for me, but if I have too much reverb or too much of this or not enough this, by all means, make these tones your own. Tweak them. Add more bass, more treble, take something on, add chord, whatever you want to do with it. Use my tone, my settings as a template. You want to lock it in because you like it perfect, but you want to add more reverb or less reverb or more whatever. This is what I'm giving you so that you can basically make it your own and customize it. And it's going to sound different with your rig, but you can tweak it where it sounds really, really good. Maybe you want to add more reverb, so that'll be great. So you can come from my tones, but again, these are all customizable. Is that a word? You can customize my tones to meet your needs. Okay, so, but for me, I'm giving you my final product, which I love. So, bitch, you're gonna have to take the way it is. Tony, why aren't you talking? Because I'm pissed right now, bitch. Where else can you get tones and comic relief? All right, where do we leave off? Okay, the limiter. Again, threshold at 40. The release is at 40. Tone is at 0, and my effect level is at 30. Bitch, turn that shit off, bitch. Turn that shit off. I'm having too much fun. All right. Next in the chain, we have no overdrive or distortion, so we're gonna have that off. There's no overdrive or distortion pedals. Obviously, it's a clean tone patch. I do have a noise gate. For my noise gate, I have mine right at 50. I'll put mine at 52. So I have my noise gate at 52, which is right at 12 o'clock. All right. Do I have EQ? I do have EQ for my jazz tone. Just so you know, I have EQ for this. So let's go into my EQ. Let's turn it off. All right. So for my, again, you'll have all the snapshots. For my low gain, I have this at +3. For the high gain, I have it at 0. And the effect level, I have it at +4. Tony, how do you come up with the tones? I'm gonna go off on you. I'm gonna go off. No, I just put on music, put on the headphones, press it really tight to my good ear, because I'm legally deaf in this ear. I'm legally deaf. It's like dead. And I press it over here, and I just listen for you know, effects. I mostly listen for effects: delay, chorus, reverb, echo, and see what I can, you know, copy. I'm copying what I'm hearing, and I try to simulate it through the eBAND. So that's pretty much how I get there. All right, next in the chain of the EQ. The low mid frequency, I have this at 630 Hz, you know, hertz, whatever you want to call it. Low mid Q, I have this at 1. And the low mid gain, I have this at +8. Okay. High mid frequency, I have this at 5.00. High mid Q, I have this at 1. And the high mid gain, I have it at 0. And lastly, on the low cut, I have it at flat. And the high cut, I have it at 2.00. This is without the EQ. I'm on the rhythm pickup, right? And now I'm going to put on the EQ. Here we go. See how good it sounds? Then the middle pickup. Now that right there, you can be done with this tone pass because you're not going to add any reverb or chorus or delay. You can lock it in right now if you want it dry. I still like this tone, but I wasn't happy with it because I wanted to add more. I wanted to sound like a live performance. You know, when you're playing live, you want it to carry over, so you want to have a little bit of echo or delay and a little bit of reverb. So we're going to add the echo and delay and reverb. All right, so we're done with the EQ. Modulations, obviously I have no chorus, no flanger, no phaser, I have no effects on this as far as modulation, so we're going to make sure that's off. So turn your modulations off. I do have, though, see, 2 more parameters and we're done. I do have delay and reverb. So let's go ahead and give me the delay. Right now I currently have it off. I have my milliseconds at 412 milliseconds. Tony, why so much delay? It's subtle, bitch. It's subtle. Remember, you can always diminish the delay repeats by the effect level, the level. So lower it down and you'll get a trail of the delay. I have just enough for this tone, but if it's too much for you, dial it back. All right, so the delay milliseconds, I have it at 412. My feedback, I have it at 26. And my high cut, I have it at flat. And my effect level for my delay, I have it at 50. So it's right there at 12 o'clock. So here is my tone so far with no delay, middle pickup. I can't play Jaws, so don't Jaws. Why do you keep saying Jaws? You play any Jaws? What is it, are you British? You play any Jaws? Jazz, bitch. Jazz. I can't play jazz, but it sounds like Jaws. Alright, so that is my tone without delay. We just dialed it in. Now let's put on the George Benson. Look him up, George Benson, 1972. And you'll hear his performances. Let's put on the George Benson delay. Hear that? It's just a subtle. Middle pickup. turn it off. See, to me, that's just too dry. Now, if you're in the studio, you'll have it dry, and then they'll add it after the fact. But when you're recording and playing live, you can also do it like this, add your delay. The chords just sound really good. What I'm playing, but it sounds pretty good though, right? You would think I'm a jazz musician, you would think I'm a jazz musician. Tony, why are you laughing at your own jokes? Because I can, bitch. I'll turn it off. Bitch, turn that shit off. Bitch. Alright, one more parameter and we're done. Let's go back to the middle pickup. And the song I played at the beginning of the video had the delay. That's why it sounded so good. Alright, let's go into the reverb and we're done. Alright, the reverb I have plate. Now, many of you folks, like the Fractal people and the Line 6 people, you have tons of reverb options and so forth, which is awesome. I'm limited to like 5. I'm using plate, but if you have a better reverb, by all means play with your reverb. That's what I'm saying. Oh, Tony, it's lacking this, or why don't you try this? Bitch, these are my these are my settings. Again, if you can make it better, by all means make it better. But I'm happy with this. So I'm using plate reverb. Okay, we're almost done. Reverb time, I have it at 2.6. We're gonna do before and after. The high cut, I have it at 4.00, and the effect level for the reverb, I have it at 50. Now I'm going to play with the reverb before the video is over so you can hear what the reverb does. Remember, this is the tone with just a delay. Nothing wrong with that, right? Sounds really good without the reverb. I'm going to add reverb for the ambience because I'm pretending I'm on stage. I'm pretending I'm performing for someone. Tony, play me something. If I got a little audience, I'm going to add my reverb so it sounds, wow, this sounds really, really good. Tony, what are you using? What are your effects? No effects, bitch. I got the Boss eBAND. So here we go. Tony, you play jazz? Yeah, you look, listen. That shit is hard, so. Alright, let's turn on the reverb. We'll hear the difference. Alright, before and after. Alright, now we're going to add on the George Benson 1972 delay. Here we go. I can't play jazz, but it doesn't sound good. Listen. Now the neck pickup sounds really good with the reverb. Fail, but oh well, Let's turn the reverb off. That's without the delay, or the reverb. Put the reverb back on. That's at 50, right? Now, if you wanted to put it at 65, see, that's not really jazz now, is it? Tony, what are you doing? So that's reverb at 65, reverb at 77. That sounds good. I actually like that one. Let me put the reverb at 82, and I would save this as another patch. I'm not going to, but I could just put the reverb. Okay, now it sounds like I'm in a empty room where I just have the best acoustics. Tony, what are you doing? Now that is where my reverb is at 82. My patch has it at 50. So my 50 is already locked in stone as a Jazz 1972. But if you wanted to save this by playing with the reverb, again, you can play with the reverb. Personally, I made this do that because I already have the settings locked in as Jazz 1972 with the reverb at 50. All I got to do, which I'll do later, is I'm going to leave it at 82, the reverb. I'll change the 50 to 82 and save it as another tone patch. Maybe call it Jazz, I don't know, Jazz Studio Hall or Jazz Stadium Hall. Just something, you know, or Jazz Reverb. Call it Jazz Reverb, whatever you want to call it. Oops, my pick almost fell. a free second tone patch. I'm loving this reverb at 82. So that's my preference. I'm going to lock this in after this video and make another jazz. I'll probably call my second, since we're together, the first tone video I just gave you is Jazz 1972 with the reverb at 50. This one, all I did was tweak the reverb from 50 to 82 is this. Now picture like an Eric Johnson or someone that can play guitar. This tone sounds good. I just gave you a second tone patch. I'm going to call this Jazz Reverb. There you go. I just gave you a name for the second tone patch. Now see, this is why I love making videos, because all I did was tweak the reverb. So I went from this 82 to 50, and here's what I gave you. This is what I signed up for. That is tone number 1. Now the 50 is going to go up to 80, what did I say, 82? And here we go. Yeah, 82. I can't play jazz, but I love this tone. So there you have it. That is my Jazz 1972 with the reverb at 50. And I just gave you a second tone if you like it, if you want to keep it. I'm going to call it Jazz Reverb because it's in the jazz family. And so if you just want to have basically a bigger sound. Because to me it sounds like you're out, in an auditorium. When you're in an auditorium, you have the echo. Wait. I'm just making it up. I have no idea what I'm doing, bitch. I have no idea, bitch. Alright, I'm Tony Fuentes. I'm having too much fun. There's 2 tone patches in one. Hope you like this video. Give me a thumbs up. Whatever you want. It's totally cool. It's totally cool, bitch. What else? Any questions, comments, or feedback, leave them below. Any requests for custom tones, leave them below. Excuse me. I was given a custom tone patch for Metallica. I've never done Metallica before, and so I forgot your name. But I'm going to do the Metallica tone patch, I would say, in the next 2 videos. Because I have another tone patch that's already in the works. But the Metallica will come within a week. Alright, so the Metallica boy, Metallica dude, whatever your name is, dude. No, I forgot your name. But yeah, the Metallica tone patch will be coming in about a week's time, okay? So after this jazz tone is another surprise tone. After that surprise tone is the Metallica tone. I've never done Metallica. Someone also gave me a request for, trying to remember, I haven't written down. Oh yeah, Vibrato. I need to do a Vibrato tone. But I want to make sure it's a good tone and not a crappy tone. So look for a Vibrato tone down the pike. So right now, that's my jazz tone, my jazz 1972. I just gave you a freebie by tweaking the reverb to 82. And that's my jazz reverb tone. My next video will be another tone surprise. So after that, next video will be the Metallica tone. So that should be a fun one to do. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Again, lastly, any questions, comments, or feedback, leave them below. Thanks so much for tuning in and supporting my channel. Am I a good actress or what? Oh, I'm sorry, just an actor. Am I a good actor or what? Let's see what else we're going to say. Wait. Wait. Does that sound good? Alright, that's it. And I'll see you folks in the next video. Alright, see ya.